2018 Porsche 911 Carrera T. The straightforward 911 for the devoted driver is very right. This is a position of legends, where the best drivers ever have done their best work and where a definitive driving gauntlet is tossed down each January. It's the most scandalous, overwhelming, and uncovered stage on the Monte Carlo, and it's called the Turini. On its more promising times, it has snow at the best. Also, it's unnerving highs. An exceedingly powerful and pre-selected blend of the Bass 911's best equipment. Loss. Losing the back seats implies bargaining the fronts. That Porsche picked this street to make a big appearance, yet another among the now 23 variations of 911 right now accessible. The 911 Carrera T exhibits how tremendous its cojones genuinely are. Not on account the T reveals noteworthy new ground in the 911's as of now wide data transmission of capacities. Yet rather on the grounds that Porsche isn't hesitant to send a brought-down variant of its image characterizing sports auto for assessment on streets absolutely unsuited to brought-down games autos. Yet, 911s have history here, and they've won on these streets. In the event that a 911 can sparkle on the Turini, at that point it can sparkle pretty much any place. The purpose of the T, for touring, is to be an austere model outfitted with just the necessities that a devoted driver may need. In truth, it is worked from a blend of parts accessible somewhere else in the 911 line. The motor is an indistinguishable one from in the base Carrera, the twin-turbocharged 3.0-liter level 6 drawing out 370 drive and 331 pounds-to-foot of torque, the most unassuming yield among all current 911s. The motor is rushed to a standard 7-speed manual transaxle fitted with a 3.59-to-1 last drive proportion, somewhat shorter than the base Carrera's 3.44-to-1, and the restricted slip differential. Porsche's double grip program, PDK, is discretionary and offers a similar gearset, in spite of the fact that it utilizes the taller of the two last drives. It's altogether housed inside the limited body Carrera's back bumpers. The bringing is thanks down to the standard 2-mode pass and brandish suspension, which cuts the auto down 0.4 inch in respect to a base Carrera. Each 911T gets a lightweight variant of the Sport Chrono bundle, which includes a controlling wheel-mounted driving mode selector and dynamic motor mounts, yet is excluded dash-mounted chronometer. The T shares its more slender back window and side glass with the GT2 RS, sparing around 8 pounds, and its 20-inch titanium grey wheels with the Carrera's. There are little points of interest, for example, entryway discharged lashes and an extraordinary front lip. At the point when the T is furnished with the discretionary $5,200 carbon fiber full bucket seats, which aren't for everybody and furthermore block the nearness of the auto's back seats, add up to weight funds is 44 pounds in respect to a standard Carrera. Raised pivot directing, a component not offered on the construct Carrera, is discretionary with respect to the T, for $2,090, as are Porsche ceramic composite brakes, $8,520. Press fodders and settled 4-cylinder calipers are standard. Parts bin special. On the off chance that the 911 Carrera T sounds like a sections container extraordinary, that is on the grounds that it is. In any case, that doesn't reduce its abilities. This is a first-arranged driver's auto, a fundamental 911 furnished with deliberately chose, street-obliterating equipment. Also, that is the thing that it needs here, in light of the fact that the Turini offers no leniency. The course is harsh, undulations and ice hurls pepper the surface all through, and the higher it climbs the gnarlier it gets. A fine and much of the time undetectable layer of soil hides at numerous corner passageways. It is dry, it is wet, and in its shadows lay patches of ice and snow holding a horse's snapshot to ponder into a tribute. There are deer, rocks, sheer drops, passages, overhangs, and curves, such a large number of bends. The requests are high, and sagacious restriction is inessential. And keeping in mind that Porsche may have balls, it likewise has brains, which is the reason it put the 911T on winter tires for this enterprise. A word about that, yes, the tires, Pirelli Satozeros, 245/35R20 front and 295/30R20 rays, almost certainly changed the T's identity, yet they didn't destroy it. Braking execution was most intensely influenced, with the ABS enacting far sooner than it would with the auto's standard execution elastic. In any case, the T remains an anticipated accomplice over and over on a street where anything less is fatal. Take that, Turini. So we gave the Turini heck, driving quicker than Fiat in an auto that at first become flushed appeared to be entirely strange, a smooth blacktop expert in a rally auto nest. Be that as it may, as we climbed the pass, building trust in the T and its tires, reality ended up plainly clear. The Turini, things being what they are, is a 911 plate area, a place where race-loaded dependability, yes, we said that, has its benefits. A place where a gently stacked front pivot reads savvy alert. What's more, a place where the grandness of laying stripes on bends has never been more prominent. The 911T could possibly be the best 911 for this street. It's slow yet not very low. Its damping control is a thing of shocking impact. The gentler of its two settings gave the consistence important to deliver genuine grasp in corners loaded with suspension winding undulations. Its controlling is something otherworldly for an auto with a backweight predisposition of well more than 60%. Enough data is transmitted through the guiding wheel to disclose when the front tires are overburdened, but since there's so much control accessible, recapturing BAI was constantly conceivable. The standard short shifter ripped off gear changes with military exactness and fulfilling snap while authorizing minor augmentations of time to return the two hands to the wheel. Also, the T's standard game fumes yelled against the stone ravine dividers. Be that as it may, it's the T's apparently favorable motor that is maybe its most noteworthy resource on the Turini. Generally little turbos dump enough lift, 13.1 pounds per square inch tall, into the 3.0 liter that toward peaks at 1,700 revolutions per minute. What's more, that, in blend with the devastatingly viable restricted slip differential, makes the T a wonderful thing leaving curves. The key is to get into first apparatus ahead of schedule in the corner, feel for the front to grasp, and after that, as the street fixes, floor the throttle rapidly however logically. The outcome is a velvety smooth change to effortlessly controlled oversteer. Hold your foot down until the point when the tires get up to speed with the undercarriage and steer around anything in the way. Stick home second rating. Washington rehash. As check of the 911 Carrera T's adequacy on quad streets, Porsche was sufficiently keen to likewise bring along cases of the 911 GT3 Touring bundle in the meantime and incorporated a winter tire prepared case in our voyage recalls in southern France. What's more, in spite of the regard we have for the entirely track commendable GT3, it wasn't as great an auto in this territory. The taller, less capable T frequented it with turbocharged to work at each corner exit while hoovering up the blemished street surface with significantly more beauty. It was likewise easily faster in this situation. Porsche will approach $103,150 for the T, $11,000 more than a base Carrera, when it hits merchants right on time next spring. What's more, despite the fact that it may be a straightforward gathering of parts, it's an intelligently amassed, exceedingly arranged, and well-picked one banded together with an as-of-now staggeringly capable body. It's a machine we could just want to have in our own particular carport. Particularly if that carport were at the base of an unbelievable go in the French Alps.